Thank you, sir.
Okay. We had a collaborative meeting as part of an effort towards fostering engendering good, impactful representation in my constituency. And during this time around, it is about meeting the people from Taiwanese Mission, and also the majority of the leader of the House were present. The name of the ambassador we met was Andy Yin-Ping Liu, and also their chancellor from Lagos, which is Mr. Rogers Chen. During this meeting, we'll discuss a whole range of issues, which includes education and research. It also includes agricultural upliftment, feeding the people first. It also includes technological advancement, and scholarship, education and scholarship too, but also trade and investment. And these are part of the things we needed. But also we also highlighted things on cultural exchange between the constituency, the country, and also Taiwanese embassies and Taiwanese people, because this type of collaboration is what actually my constituency will need, because we want to see exemplary technological upliftment, what we have in Taiwan, where people with 23 million, people of 23 million in population, cannot feed and those feed themselves, but also have food exports, where people that are just 23 million has enough technological innovation to become the hub for chip making and also for electronics manufacture, robotics and others. Just 22 million. Let's be marked, which means this is just a sample of just a kind of the people from the Southeast alone, owning the world and becoming a hub in technology, a hub in education, a hub in agriculture, and many more. But above all, being a hub in trade. A lot of our grandfathers had also gone to Taiwan in the olden days because of their trade. This is what these people actually use education and technology to move themselves from third world to first world today. And there are very few. We have a lot to learn collaborating with them. And that's the subject of this meeting, and there is promise within the meeting by what we've discussed. In April this year, we'll also visit. They also be offering scholarships to our people. These are part of the things that we're trying to do to increase our impact, but also to do it better as our mantra, based on our mantra, that we're coming to do it better, and our people will know that we've represented them equitably and fairly, but also very just. Thank you. Let's do it better. And what's my observation? Okay. My name is Honourable Professor Paul Sunday Nnamchi. I represent the people of Enugu East and issues of federal constituency in the Federal House of Representatives here in Abuja. As you all know, we are from Enugu State. And my mantra coming here is let's do it better. And that's my aspiration and vision has been. Let's my people's voice be heard. Let's do it better, as it's never been done before. Let us do it better in the public sphere, in the plenary, and also at home, where our people has not felt should feel our impact before now. What ours is to have an impactful representation. Upon this, recently I've gone to have a very good collaborative work and also an insight within the Taiwanese economy, their cultural heritage, as well as the technological innovations on which they offer to the world today as a hub for electronics, chip making, and also a big Silicon Valley in the world. So this is what my engagement with the ambassador and the trade director of Taiwan is to endanger such contributive and innovative scientific business and trade, but also the rich cultural heritage that will also impact more on our people, let our people know what they can do. But also, the education system is also second to none today, that their people are sought after over most places. Taiwan is not as big as Nigeria. It is just the population is 23 million, which I would say it is just the southeast. But they produce their agriculture, they have very good agriculture, they are very good in innovative scientific techniques, and that is today their Electronics innovations are second to none. They are the great chip makers. The greatest manufacturer of chip technology is Taiwan. Just not minding their population. They have both outdoor and also greenhouse technologies in agriculture. These are things I want our people to have a good benefit from. And because tomorrow, I also know that nothing. How many minutes do you want this to be?
Let's just go from the beginning, sir.
Okay.
Come rolling, sir. Let's go, sir.
Yeah. My name is Honourable Professor Paul Sunday Nnamchi. I am the member representing Enugu East and issues of federal constituency in the Federal House of Representatives. We are from Enugu State, of course, first and foremost. But I also represent Nigeria at last from that point of prism. And that's why what I do here is to make sure that our voice resonates not just in one part of the country, but also all over the country. That they will know that there is somewhere called Enugu East and Constituency. One, because the mantra we came here is, let's do it better. And I believe my vision and my purpose here is that my people will feel the impact of being represented or effective representation for our people. And that's why, well, that's just what we have come here to do. And I also believe that so far, so good. We have been doing what we need to do and what we've aspired to do for our people to get to where they ought to be. Is it by the number of bills or by the impactful representation by attracting of solar electricity in where to also to beef up, to show up the security situation of the country, of my constituency, or the building of schools or offering scholarships to university people, or I've also made that landmark of giving over 250 students a lifeline to have obtaining their degrees from various universities. Some are in Ebonyi and some are in Calabar. Beyond that, I've also given the lifeline for technological innovations, where I've got more than 400 people trained in being computer literate. And this is, the mantra is to say, they catch them young. And that's what we are actually doing. That we're catching them young from secondary school. You get people to know what is computer, being computer literate, so that tomorrow you have arrived their interest to enter into various aspects of it, which is our wish and our hope that tomorrow we'll have also people like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs and a lot of other innovative technologists in the country, but not also in the constituency. It is no longer the time that we give their parents keke, and it is not that keke is bad, it's not that we can't afford it, but also want to catch them young. We want to teach them how to fish and not just giving them fish, because at the long run, just giving the parents peanuts will not actually translate into giving them good education or lifting them from where they are. But it might also maybe fetch them food for the time being. But they also need to be lifted out of poverty. What lifts people out of poverty is maybe trade, education, and among others. And this time is high technical education that will uplift you and make you self-sustainable. And that's actually why we're investing in all those things. And in education, building schools in some areas, like Practical School Emene, Akonike also, both in Enugu East, but also doing other things, and also proposing bills that are groundbreaking. Some of them include also compulsory use of beavers, off-season legislative elections, but at the same time, proposing universities that are groundbreaking, like in agriculture, because we need to promote sustainable agriculture in the country. We need to feed ourselves. He who can't feed himself will not develop. You will not do other things. Technology will not have a root, or you will not be able to think well if you can't feed yourself. And that's why we think, we strive, and moved for motion for the bill for University of Agriculture in the constituency. In this case, the location was Sobi Ekonike, but not purely that, because of the availability of land in the area, but also the arable land for them, for that aspect of build, to have peculation, and also have attraction. We've also done a lot of things about also education. We've also done a lot of things about offering our people free medical care, and also push bills to have federal medical center in our zone, because it's been difficult taking people from some part of my constituency, like from Isuzo to Isuzo, Axis, say Ehamufu, or Ikem, or Neke to, and also those from Ugogo and Eko, and Mbuliuku and Mbuliuju to areas like UNTH. Takes a lot of time, and those things are no longer, you can't take an emergency like more than 2 hours to get to the hospital, and that's why we're asking that a hospital, a tertiary hospital, be provided in the constituency. We're also not oblivious of the facts. That's why the bridge between the zone, Enugu East zone, and Enugu North zone. So if there is a hospital, since the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital is between the North, the Enugu East zone, and that of at a place located between Enugu West and the Enugu East Central Zone. There will also be need for also you have that medical aspect between Enugu North, Senatorial Zone, and Enugu East. And just the border between those two zones are this Enugu East is source of federal constituency. That's why I advocate for that. But because there hasn't been, we haven't had this is in place, that is need that you take care of the people's health, or think about how people can take care of their health. That's why we have also moved in to do 4 days free medical care, where people are taken care of both for their eye issues, dental issues, and also the basic physical and other maternal issues. And these things actually resonate with people, because many may not know that they have some illness that they ought to have, that they ought to take care of. But sometimes, because of the prevalent economic situation, most times we don't get people to check themselves, because you do need to eat before you even think about the other aspects. Well, most times people say that a hungry person is an angry person, which is just because our people need to be settled, our people need to have good economy. Also, apart from this, the constituency, the impact of governance needs to get to them, because you can't divorce politics from economy. That's why we're there. On this note, we now approach the Taiwanese mission in Nigeria to have a very collaborative approach to see where we can also have a synergy between their country and my constituency. These are exactly to this, so that we don't just based on what is in the country, we also get our people out to see what they have not seen, to also know what they are also, to open up our constituency to foreign investment, open up our state to foreign investment, and I'm sure this is a very good, will portend good fortune for our constituency. Most of the, and from our discussion, from our just concluded discussion now, and in their constituency, what a lot of things we thought about was probably education first, scholarships as the case may be, and also constituency projects that we can also get, like attraction of attracting more boreholes, diagnosis center in one of the constituencies to help the, not just to help the social activities, but also they help to provide infrastructure to our people. Taiwan is a trade hub for most, and most people take it as a destination for trade and investment. And we are also urging that they come also and invest in our place, because we dearly need such investments. We also discussed, again, as I said, scholarships, which also they have, they are agreed that we'll start moving towards that. At the moment, there is also some exchange going on with universities, and we also think that the educational institution in our area has to tap into this as quickly as possible. This is also part of the discussion we had. Cultural heritage, cultural things, and promotion of democracy. These are also things we spoke about. But above all, my people are so much interested in trading. And Taiwan is very good about trading. Just they are in other things like technology. The Igbo man naturally does a lot of trading. And this is the area, this is a hub, this is where they want to be. Because their population is about 300, another time, their population is about 23 million, which I would say is just an average of maybe the Igbo, the Southeast. But these people are able to feed themselves, not just feeding themselves, but applying technology to agriculture to give themselves, not just to feed themselves, but also to export food. It might also interest us to know that these people do have natural disaster at some point, like typhoons and others, but they have conquered this. They have conquered this using technology. These are some of the things, innovation we want to apply. We want also to attract to my constituency, and I also know that my constituents will be happy to see that this thing comes to light. Very soon we'll also visit with them so that they meet our people and see what our people look like. But also, so in the agriculture, there will be some courses will be done on sustainable agriculture, because agriculture has moved from the normal thing we know to another to sustainability, where agriculture you provide food, from agriculture you can also provide electricity. These are most of the things that we'll also offer, but also a recyclability of the waste to produce what we might also call today sustainable agricultural practices. In terms of technology, Taiwan is the world's largest hub for chip makers, but also this innovative technology has not come as a surprise. They got there through education. In the last 30 years, Taiwan was not as good as that. They are taken inferior, but they moved themselves through education from the third world to the first world today. And the economy of 23 million people, as the case maybe is today, has moved beyond those of us that are 300 million. You can see the irony. This is why the collaborative effort is much, much appreciated and also be seen as something in the right direction. Our people need them, and they're also willing to assist in one way or the other, where they can. Most of these things, like as I said, economic and trade, technology and innovation, education, scholarships and others, but also agriculture. And I also think that their rich cultural heritage is also something of emulation. They will learn our culture and we also learn our culture. There's always good things to learn from cultures of many people. We learn from other cultures learn from us. That's the dynamics of cultural appreciation. Thank you.